It can be quite common for fearful avoidants to run from love. It's a natural instinct. It's something that they hate about themselves. Even when they find the love of their life, they are still going to have moments when they try to run from love, or they're fighting with themselves, or they become fearful. They feel like, am I enough? Does this person really like me? How can I trust in their stability? How can I trust that they're always going to be here? Am I boring to them? Am I like everything they need me to be? And how is this going to last forever? Like, how do I be with a person forever and ever and ever? I want to be with them forever and ever, but what does that look like? What do we do every day? I got to eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner with this person. Not that I don't want to, but how much am I supposed to be entertaining this person? How much am I supposed to make this person laugh? How good am I supposed to look every day? When do I get to be myself? What if I can't be myself? What if my needs aren't being met, but I'm pretending like they are? They don't have a good map. And sometimes they may tap into a great map and it feels great. And then they're triggered again by either their anxious side or their avoidant side. They got that seesaw that's housed within them, and it just makes everything complex and confusing. And that is not to say that they can't have a phenomenal, off the chart, beautiful relationship. These people usually have a lot of personality because there's an intensity there. They're not your typical everyday dry, good morning, how are you? I'm fine, and you kind of person. They are going to put some other things in their black coffee. They're going to put some hazelnut or some mocha latte. They're going to do some extra stuff. Like, they're not typical in your everyday average way. So I think they can be very interesting to be with. Now, they can go into a very flat persona if they get triggered into it and are terrified. And so then you don't see their personality anymore. You may see a very quiet, docile, withdrawn person, but that's not who they really are. And that's not how they're being with everyone else. They just don't know how to navigate with you. So when they finally find the love of their life, they are still going to have something within them that makes them feel like running. They may be giving somebody a stability that makes the other person contemplate running, or at least it may feel that way to them. Like, they could be providing a very stable, positive, happy relationship for another person, which can feel amazing to that other person. But that other person might start to contemplate or have questions like, is this the right relationship for me? Or at least disorganized attachment will sense that. They're going to sense every little thing. Today I heard a short by this guy who was saying something like women need stability in a relationship, but you need to shift the stability in some ways or shake things up a little bit in order for a woman to see you as stable so that she can actually trust your manliness or something like that. So he was saying if you are totally stable with a woman, she's not going to learn to respect you and that you are in control. And I'm probably saying that a little bit incorrectly because I was trying to grasp what he was saying. But technically, is that where you start game playing? And organized attachment has a heightened sensitivity to any type of game playing. And I think what he was saying was inaccurate. I think if you do that to a fearful avoidant, you are going to throw them off balance and potentially cause them to take you on a roller coaster ride of confusion, push, pull. I like you. I don't know if I do. What are you doing? I don't think that's a good strategy. I really don't. I think a better strategy is to offer that fearful avoidant stability, a strong stability. If she's the woman and you're the man, you are leading the relationship in a steady, strong way by doing what you say you're going to do, by following through with plans, by trying to have a sense of morality and integrity. Now, what that doesn't mean is, how can I say this? Because you need to be yourself, but that doesn't mean boring. I would say sprinkle in some things that make you interesting as a person, because disorganized attachment is a roller coaster attachment. They want stability. Now, there might be some of them that do not do well with stability because they were used to so much chaos that's what they tend to attract, even though they say they want stability. But there are the ones who want stability because maybe they grew up with part of their lives being very stable. So I would say be stable. Give them that strong foundation that, hey, we're navigating, we're moving through. I'm not giving you mixed, weird messages. I'm not calling you for days or checking in on you or being kind and sweet and doing little special things for you. But you do want to be interesting and not boring. And that doesn't mean that you can't have quiet moments where you're not saying a word, where you're just sitting side by side doing nothing. I'm not saying that, but I am saying every now and then do something different. Figure out what is fascinating about you. Is it your dress style? Do you have a sense of fashion? Do you have a hidden talent? Bring that hidden talent out one day. Like, can you work a Rubik's Cube? That would be fun to see. So it doesn't mean that you reveal every single thing about yourself at once. Like, I'm going to tell you everything about me. You can reveal things about yourself in layers and in different times, and it just colors you in a different way. It makes you unique. Maybe you're serious all the time and one day you decide to be silly and goofy. Or maybe you're silly and goofy all the time and you decide, let's have a serious conversation. Let's have a deep conversation. Are you a writer? Have you written some books? You may not tell him that up front, but you could tell him that later. Did you ever start a business? What's something challenging that happened in your childhood? And that goes for the disorganized attachment person too. You might hold back all the truths about yourself because you want to give this person a perfect image. Well, that might not be so interesting. You want to make yourself more interesting by sharing some truths about your life. Now, if you want to reveal that you're a criminal, that might be a great way to send anyone running for the hills. So I'm not talking about saying things that, even though if you are that, then of course we all need to know. But what I'm saying is you don't want to, I'm not saying to reveal bad things about yourself, but I am saying to reveal some interesting things about yourself. Or if you have a story of redemption where you used to be one thing and then you became a Christian and it changed your life. You want to be interesting in that way rather than just this, hey, I'm total vanilla and that's all you're getting. And I'm very dry and have a dry wit. And no, so you on both ends, whether you're FA or not, fearful avoidant or not, want to be interesting. And interesting can also mean that you have boring moments where you are just here. So, moral of the story, you don't want to introduce a little chaos or shake things up in a way that creates an opportunity for you as a man to be the man and show her that you can take control and be in charge by making things unstable for her. That to me is red pill talk where you're playing games. And most people, especially a fearful avoidant, even though you might think that they're total game players, they really don't want that. They're seeking stability. Fearful avoidants often find themselves caught in a complex web of emotions when it comes to love, characterized by a deep-seated fear of rejection and intimacy. These individuals may desire connection, yet simultaneously feel compelled to retreat. Their past experiences, often marred by trauma or inconsistent caregiving, lead them to associate closeness with vulnerability, triggering a strong instinct to run when relationships begin to deepen. When a fearful avoidant encounters true love, someone who treats them with kindness, respect, and understanding, their initial reaction can be one of disbelief. This partner may offer reassurance, patience, and a safe space for emotional expression, which can challenge the fearful avoidant's ingrained beliefs about relationships. However, even in such a nurturing environment, the instinct to run can still linger. The conflict arises from the fear of losing this newfound love. The fearful avoidant may grapple with feelings of unworthiness or doubt, questioning whether they truly deserve such a healthy relationship. Even when faced with genuine affection, they may still feel the urge to escape as a reflex to protect themselves from potential pain. Occasionally, they might withdraw or create distance, even if temporarily. This behavior can manifest as emotional shutdowns or avoidance of deep conversations. It serves as a coping mechanism to regain a sense of control over their emotions. However, in a supportive relationship, these moments can be addressed openly with their partner, fostering greater understanding and connection. Ultimately, while the pull to run may still surface, the presence of true love can provide a powerful counterbalance. It encourages the fearful avoidant to confront their fears and gradually learn to embrace vulnerability. Through consistent support and communication, they can work towards breaking free from the patterns, transforming fear into trust, and allowing love to flourish. So, please do not be intimidated by disorganized attachment or fearful avoidant. Do not let their attempts to run quote unquote work. I'm not saying that you should chase them like you're hunting a wild animal or something like that, but just be steady and stable and talk to them about how they're feeling. Like, I'm noticing that you're pulling away. What's going on? Like, is there something that we can do to make you feel at ease? And even if you don't say that, show it. What are your actions showing? If they're running, if you sense running, it may be because they sense that you are pulling away. These folks are usually highly intuitive. So what you do to counterbalance that is Show them an act of stability. I'm going to bring you coffee in the morning at 9 o'clock. Ding dong, it's 9 o'clock. Here's your coffee. So you want to do something to introduce stability again, that introduces that I'm here, that I'm available to you, that I am consistent. How can I help you? What can I do? It helps when a man is chivalrous and helpful to the woman. And for the woman, it helps when you build trust in him by letting him know, hey, I trust you to help me. I trust you to help me with my car. Or I trust you to help me chop down those trees. So letting him know what your needs are and allowing him to fulfill those things can really help you to build trust in the relationship. So don't run from FA if you feel them running, although sometimes you may need to mirror back what they're doing so that they wake up and see what that looks like and what that feels like. But you want to try offering stability. And that is what they are yearning for. It might just take them some time to get used to that this person is who he or she says that they are. Like they're steady and stable. So if you are struggling with love, me as a disorganized attachment style when it comes to romantic relationships, I wrote a book called Flip the Script on Love. And now looking back, I think it was a book to help me to deal with some of the things that I was dealing with, trying to give myself a map to follow, trying to offer myself some stability. And by doing that, and maybe even it gave me a sense of control by offering those same things to other people who may be struggling with the same things. So definitely want to check that book out. And disorganized attachment style is not a monster like a narcissist can be. So I did write a book called The Workplace Narcissist about a very high functioning narcissist who you could end up in a love relationship with. And that is truly confusing. So you want to be able to differentiate the two. So check those out. And I wrote a third book about Myers-Briggs personality types. I'll put all the links in the description. Be sure to take this journey with me by subscribing as I'm sharing with you what I'm learning. And I will see you beautiful people on the next video. Bye.